really good stuff.
Fungus.net here with Dimitri from Burning Brides.
Are you guys out of here early?
I wanted to ask you about Hang Love. You did that guy. You released it, recorded on your own.
Oh God!
That's gonna be on YouTube, maybe.
Paper Cities, Kansas City, baby. where? West Side? I don't know.
See the benefits of doing that. I mean, it seems like you guys were like revitalized as a band, doing that on your own.
Yeah, well, big part of that was getting him as our drummer. I'm not kidding you. Now it's the Burning Brides. You know, it took a few years to figure it out. We got it.
He's the third drummer.
He's the third and final drummer.
The drummer.
So
You had that line about and Hang Love, one of the songs about looking for a missing hot snake, about your old drummer.
You know, hey, we're friends with the hot. You know, I love the Hot Snakes. We're friends with all those guys. You know, I don't know what the lyrics mean, man. I'm a good dude. I have a good heart. Leave me alone.
would you say though that definitely like recording and releasing an album on your own had a big influence too, besides getting?
Yeah, it was like kind of like, you know, going back to the way we started. You know, when we were just doing it for ourselves, and you know, we never thought there was going to be any kind of label interest or. And back in the day, we just thought, wow, can you imagine? We actually wanted to open up a record store, and we had this fantasy of like somebody would watch the record store, we would get to put out a record, maybe go on a tour and be in a band, experience it, you know. But I guess we lucked out.
You guys are one of the very few bands that I've seen live that actually seems like you enjoy playing live. I mean, I've seen a lot of bands that seem like they go through the motions, but every time I've seen you guys always have a smile on your face. You seem like you enjoy it.
Well, you know, it's like getting up there with, you know, your best friends. You know, like, you know, Pete's my best friend, Melanie's my wife, and I mean, we actually just love being together and traveling around, and you know, this whole thing gives us a reason to live, and so, hey, I don't care if there's 15 people or 15,000 people. You know, when we've played the both, you know. If you take it for granted or you're trying to be cool or whatever, then, you know, that's your thing. But, you know, for us it's always been, I just love doing it. And we love seeing people that are receptive to what we're doing. And we take that seriously. We take having fun seriously. We take rock and roll seriously, you know.
Yeah. You guys have played a whole bunch of new songs tonight. You've got a new album coming out already. I mean, you got
I don't know if we played some new songs. We butchered some new songs.
Do you think though that like releasing an album that quick after, you know, your last one, because your last one just came out like you said back in June.
Yeah.
You guys already have another one recorded. I mean, is that showing like the direct reflection of where you guys are at as a band? You know, with having Pete in the band, and you know.
Just because that record came out last June doesn't mean it wasn't recorded a year before that, which it was.
Yeah.
It took us a little while to get off the major label bullshit, and we were lucky. We found a situation where we could get off the label with some bread. It took us some time to figure out how to put it out ourselves, how we wanted to do it. You know, we were spoiled for a little bit. We had to go back to just like roughing it, and just took some figuring out. And I think
you guys have a tour bus for one tour.
Oh yeah, a few tours, man. That was fun. But you know, honestly, like, I mean, I wouldn't change a thing, you know. But I wonder if we did really well again, if we would go back to having a tour bus, you know. Maybe if we got it converted to run on veggie oil, we would do it. You know, Willie Nelson style.
Yeah.
What do you think about like the whole music scene though, from when you guys started out to where it is now? I mean, it's changed a lot.
I didn't think it would go so 80s. You know, like so like I didn't think the hipster thing would get so intense or whatever. I was hoping that you know, with stuff like Queens of Stone Age coming out and us and bands like that. You know, we got I think we got signed because we were caught up in the whole like garage rock shit. You know, like we played some shows with the White Stripes early on, and I think we just got caught up in that, and we were never really that kind of band. You know, So I think people have always like been a little confused by us. Our records have all kinds of different songs. It's not like, you know, you get just this one thing, this one color. We try to do, you know, like our heroes like Zeppelin and the Beatles and the Stones and all that. You know, they would do everything on a record. And that's, maybe we're traditionalists in that sense, but we like to show off the full range of what we can do. But going back to the scene, you know, I don't really know. We've never been invited into a scene or been a part of a scene, so. But we've been lucky in that a lot of bands that are a lot bigger than us like us and continuously take us on the road, you know. Everybody from, you know, Mastodon to, well, we're about to go on tour with Fu Manchu, we're on tour with Helmet. You know, Maynard talks about bringing us on another tour, like, I guess, Tool this time or something. Yeah. You know, so we run the gamut from headlining ourselves to, you know, 50 people somewhere on a Monday night to, like, playing fucking stadiums.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's all just about trying to spread the, you know, like having a mobile tree fort and trying to, you know, spread the word on your vibe or your fucking, how you see the world. And when people get it, man, there's no other feeling like it.
I think it's what the whole way that people get their information now is a lot different though. Like when you and I were growing up, we'd have to get a fanzine and we'd look, you know, search out a band and mail order the record. Now people can go to, you know, MySpace or YouTube and instantly find out if this band they like. I mean, I think it can.
You know what's being lost, unfortunately, is you know, the packaging of a record, getting into like going to a store and talking to somebody behind a counter, maybe learning about some new music and old music from the 60s or something, and you know, pulling out artwork and, you know, looking at who produced what, and, you know, there's a lot that's getting lost. And also with the gas prices the way they are, God, man, I'm glad we have a little bit of a following because, fuck, I don't know how these bands do it these days if you're just starting out.
Yeah. Ticket prices are going up everywhere. I mean, I'm sure guarantees are rising. It's just on, you know, gas prices. But
I wish.
So the new record, when can we expect that?
Anadonia. Yeah, just finished recording it and mixing it. I'm really excited about this record. I really feel like on this record, as a songwriter, you know, more and more as we go along, I feel like I'm finding my voice, you know. And I don't know. I mean, there's just a lot. The lyrics are a lot more personal. They continue to be a lot more personal because, you know, we're just growing up a little bit. We're not as, you know, fucked up as we used to be. You know, you change. You start to like think about, wow, man, I could have died a few times. You know, Melanie and I could have broke up. The band could have been done, and but we somehow made it out the other side. And Hang Love was the start of like that kind of diary, and this is kind of the, you know, chapter 2 of that, I guess. But yeah, I'm really. It's a really heavy, beautiful record, and I think it's going to come out probably in like, we'll probably have copies to sell at shows in like 3 months because we're putting it out ourselves. We don't know. We can do whatever the fuck we want. Yeah. You know. So yeah, it's cool this time around because I think it's going to get more of a push than the last record did. And you know, like actually MySpace asked us if you know they could make it an exclusive or whatever. So we'll see if something like that makes a difference.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I saw your little video for your little street team thing. I was a little bit embarrassed about that.
Not at all, man. I don't care. I don't care anymore, you know? It's like, I don't care. I'm a fucking, I am who I am, and what you see is what you get. And you know, I've always thought that the people that are honest and you know, if you're a geek and you admit it, I think you're cool. I think you're cooler than most people, you know? So, yeah, and I like to smoke weed, and weird shit happens when I do that. Oh, God.
Well, our whole thing is like exposing good bands, so check out Burning Brides, what we have to say.
Yeah, you know, come on out to a show, buy our record. Thank you.
I should do it, yeah.
That's it.
That's good.
That's good.